Okay, so with this video, what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a campaign, and I'm going to show you step by step how you can do it on your own, exactly what you need to do. You're going to need a Sales Navigator account on LinkedIn. You're obviously going to need a LinkedIn account, and then you're going to need an automation tool. So the automation tool that I'm going to show you guys is LinkedIn Helper. LinkedIn Helper is something that you can use if you're just going to use your personal account. Now, if you want to have a lot of accounts like I have, then you need a different software that can automate multiple accounts simultaneously, where you can manage one inbox all at once. LinkedIn Helper is fantastic if you only plan on using just your personal account. But as mentioned, if you do want to expand your outreach and you want to have lots of accounts so that you can actually, reach out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people monthly, you are going to need more LinkedIn accounts, which means you are going to need a different software to use. So for this example, we're going to be setting up one of my clients' accounts on LinkedIn Helper. They are just wanting to use their personal account for outreach. They don't want to get any additional accounts right now. They want to just use their personal account as they're only looking to get an extra 3 or 4 sales calls a week into their schedule. And with a personal account, if you do things correctly, that's very easily doable. So follow along. So when you open up LinkedIn Helper, as you can see, you're going to be able to connect your account to that, which is right there. Now, when you log in, you're going to be, because what you first have to do is you have to start the instance, and it's going to open up, it's going to log into the account, and it's going to look something like this when you first log in. So this is the home page, it logs into the account, and then this is basically the starting step. Now you have to go to linkedinhelper.com, you have to download it to your computer, and then you have to run the file, you have to open it, you have to log in, make a profile, and then you have to add a LinkedIn account that you would like to add to the software. You add it by adding the username, the password. Once that's done, you press start instance and it will open up the LinkedIn account, and this is what you're going to get. So the first thing you need to do is you have to go to your campaign. There's nothing here. So what we do is we click create campaign. Invite and follow up is going to be your connection campaign. So you can just title that connection or connections, whatever. Continue. You can just skip this for now. So skip that. Change this to 15 days. And then if you want to add a follow-up after they've accepted, you can do that, but I don't like to do that. So I do don't finish, continue. I will do this later. So this right here is just going to filter out people that haven't accepted your invitation. I like to do 320 minutes. Obviously, override, you want to do LinkedIn. And yeah, that's basically it with that. Nothing else you really want to do there. You could ignore all this stuff, leave that alone. Then you go over here to the invite section. So this is where you're going to put your message. Okay. And then we're going to, well, obviously we're going to do it in a second here, but then here you want to increase the limit to like 500 profiles. You want to keep it at random and fast delays. Don't want to put anything quicker than fast delays because you don't want to get your account banned or restricted. So what you want to do is just don't go manual and then do like 2 seconds, because you're going to run into the risk of having it banned or restricted because too many actions at the same time can lead to problems. So keep it at fast delays, or if you want to be super safe, you can do safe delays, but fast delays is usually what I use. Random is good as well. So either insert or type. And then what you want to do is you want to just make sure the override is on LinkedIn, right? Once that's done, you're basically good there. And that's basically it with that. Now, as far as building out the connections or building out the lead list, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to go to LinkedIn. We're going to go to Sales Navigator. Okay. So here's this client here, Alexandra. She's looking to target marketing companies. So this is how you would basically find that on Sales Navigator and how you filter it out. So for example, we're going to do marketing and we're going to do agency as a keyword. We're going to go lead filter. We're going to scroll down to geography. We're going to do United States. We're going to do industry. We're going to do marketing service. And then you can even throw in, advertising service as well. So that's 2 different industries. Then you want to do current job title. So for example, you want to target decision makers, right? So owner, you want to target founder, you want to do CEO. CEO is really good. You can even do partner. That's fine. But usually a partner is not necessarily 100% the decision maker. You can even do president. That's fine too. Once that's done, you got a pretty narrow search result. You got 7,500 people that are within the selections that you made. So marketing agency is the keyword, which means that in the profile, marketing agency must be present. That word must be present, either marketing or agency or both. They're going to be one of these job titles. They're going to be United States, and they're going to be in this industry. Now, you can be even more specific and you can select functions. So, for example, if you want to do, you can make, let's see if they have a marketing function. They do. So, if you do a marketing function, that's going to be the direct role that they serve within their company. So, typically, an owner is not going to be doing 100% of their own marketing. They might have a fulfillment partner or employees that are assigned to that specific task, which is why the search results come down so significantly. So now it really depends on what kind of company you want to deal with in terms of size. If you're looking to deal with 7-figure plus companies, what I recommend that you do is you look at companies that have been doing this for at least 6 to 10 years or more than 10 years. So if you click 6 to 10 years, more than likely these people are going to be doing 7-figure plus. You know, they might be doing 6 figures a month, whatever. They might be doing even 8 figures. If you click on more than 10 years, you might find companies that are doing 8 figures and beyond. So depending on what kind of company you want to work with in terms of size, this is very helpful. So for example, if you want to work with a startup company or a small business that is doing less than 6 figures annually, then you're going to click on less than 1 year. You're going to click on years in current position, less than 1 year as well, and you get 185 search results. So these are people that have started their company less than a year ago. They're probably doing less than 6 figures annually. And if that's your targeted market, then here you go. This is how specific you can get. So these people are marketing agency owners. Okay. They've been in business for less than a year. They're in the United States and they offer marketing or advertising services. Very specific, 185 search results. You can, so that this is going to be like very targeted, right? So that we're not going to be this targeted. We're going to go a little bit more to the middle section. So for example, probably 3 to 5 years is what I'm looking at for this girl, because she does not want startup and she does not want super big either. She wants more in the middle. So we can do 3 to 5. We can do 3 to 5 here as well. And this gets us 885 results. So what we're going to do now is you're going to go over to your campaign that you just created. You got your connection campaign right here. You're going to drop down the menu. You're going to click on these little dots and you're going to click on from current page, and it's going to collect 885 results from this current page. So this sometimes takes a bit because it's collecting each lead from every single page. So this right here might take 10 or 15 minutes. So what we'll do right now is we'll let this collect the 885 leads, and then we're going to return once it's done, and I'll show you what to do after once it's done collecting those leads. All right, so now that it's done collecting, as you can see, we've collected all 885 leads that showed up in our search result, which is fantastic. So now we have all 885. So now what you do is you click on queue, and you'll be able to see each person that was collected. So what's really nice about this is if you want, what you can do is you can click on all that and you can actually add this list to a CRM if you have one. So if you have a CRM, a lot of people have a CRM, you can actually add that list to a CRM and you can do an email marketing system. You can do a cold calling system, whatever you want to do, or you can use this software to directly message them on, which is what we're going to do now. So now that you have all that, this is going to be for your connection campaign. A connection campaign is going to send them an invite with a note. So the note is going to be right here, less than 300 characters. And for example, for this person, what we're going to put is we're going to put, hey, comma, I noticed that you are in the marketing field, and I would love to connect with you and find out more about what you do. Exclamation point. Boom, simple stuff. So as I mentioned in previous videos, this is just for a client. This is an example that I'm using for you guys. A lot of the times we will make adjustments to these messages depending on how they perform, right? So there's never one message that we just stick with and use that forever. We are constantly changing that until we find something that has a very high response rate. So for example, this girl, she actually offers lead generation on a pay per result basis. So she does pay per appointment. So the whole purpose of this is we want to get her talking with marketing agencies. She targets marketing companies in the US. So the whole objective here is to get marketing agencies reaching out to her, responding to her, conversing with her, and just getting some conversations going with marketing companies. The whole purpose of that, right, is once the conversation gets going, then you can take that conversation wherever you want. If you want to take it towards a sale where we book a sales call, which is the ultimate goal, then that's what we're going to do. So with Alexandra, for example, my client, her goal is to get as many appointments as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically send a very nonchalant message. Hey, I noticed that you're in the marketing field and I would love to connect with you and find out more about what you do. Doesn't sound salesy at all. We're not pitching anything. We're not offering anything. We're just sending an invitation to connect so we can chat more. That is it. Nothing salesy or spammy or scammy about that. This is going to get a lot of conversations going. It's going to get a high response rate. And then from there, we can engage with those individuals and we can actually have those conversations where we ask them questions to qualify them and then eventually get them booked in for a sales call. So another thing that you have to do is you have to go to the action section right here and you want to adjust this. So you want to go there and you want to raise this to, I like to just put 1,000 to make things simple. And you want to delete all these things that have a red garbage can. So if there's any kind of limitations, this will remove those limitations so that way your campaigns don't get paused and you can continue running your campaigns flawlessly without issues. So you're going to click format and save. Now that that's done, you go back to connections. This increases the limits and your campaign is now fully done. You got your workflow fully set up. All of this is all done. You don't have to worry about the part down here. This is all set up. The message is set up. The override is set up. Your filter out contacts is set up. Everything is ready to go. So it was that easy. That's how you start and launch a connection campaign on LinkedIn Helper. Now, we need to also create a InMail campaign. So with an InMail campaign, very similar, you're going to go to InMail sequence. You're going to click InMails, continue with selected template, leave that for now, no follow-up, finish, done, remove check for replies because it's going to erase your unread messages. You don't want that. You're going to do Sales Navigator for this one, not LinkedIn, big, very important. Keep attempts, keep that on. Filter message content, you can keep that off. You don't need that. That's all good. Increase this to 800 or just keep it 1,000 to be honest and keep everything else the same. Don't make any changes there. Leave all this the same. Don't change that. And you're basically done. So now all you have to do with the email campaign is it's set up. You're going to go to LinkedIn. You're going to go to Sales Navigator. You're going to build out a new list. You're going to collect that list right here, right? You're going to go to emails. You're going to click on the dots. Once you find out a list that you want, you're going to click on the dots. You're going to recollect those. Once you've collected all those, you click on queue. You're going to be able to see all the people that you collected. You're going to go to workflow, and then you're going to type in the message that you want for the InMail, and then you're going to basically just start the campaign by pressing play, which is right there, okay? So very important as well with InMails. With InMails, you're only able to send 800 emails a month, provided that you have open profiles. So once you've collected your list, okay, you're going to scroll down to where you see open link. You're going to click on no. When you click on no, it's going to show you all the people that do not have an open profile. What you're going to do is you're going to delete those people, or you can add them to your connection campaign. And then you're going to click on no again. By doing that, it's now going to filter out and show you all the people that have an open profile. And the only people you're going to have in the list is people with open profiles. So you want to make sure before you launch your campaign, you have at least 800 open profiles in this section. And then you're going to go back to your workflow, provided everything looks good. You're going to press start campaign, and it's going to send all 800 emails basically in one go without a problem, provided that they're all open profiles. So once that's done, you're basically good to go. You have your connection campaign, you have your email campaign. Your email campaign is going to send 800 messages. Your connection campaign is going to send 200 per week. And if you want, you can do your emails 200 per week as well. You can just pause it and start it at the beginning of each week if you want to do it that way. But it's basically that easy. That's how you set up an account on LinkedIn Helper personally, and that's how you can do it yourself and get an account going and an account running on LinkedIn Helper. If you do this, right, and you watch this video and you decide that you want to run a campaign for yourself, if you watch this video, you get Sales Navigator, you get LinkedIn Helper, you build your campaigns, and you launch your campaigns, you can start getting results within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you are going to get leads, you're going to get warm leads, and you're also going to get potentially even some sales calls as well in your calendar within 24 hours if you follow these steps and you do exactly what I just did. Very simple stuff. This is all done on LinkedIn Helper, right? So this is if you want to run a campaign with your personal account and you want to automate it, this is what you got to do. Now, if you want to scale this, like what I do with my business, I own 100 LinkedIn accounts. I use a different software because doing it on LinkedIn Helper wouldn't be possible. You need a different software if you want to scale this and you want to send a lot more messages to get a lot more results and a lot more appointments, right? So this one account is going to give us the ability to send 1,600 messages monthly, and it's going to do the same for you as well. So we're going to start this campaign right now because it's basically good to go, and we're going to see what kind of results they can provide. So this is a connection campaign that is now running. It's going to send 200 connection campaigns in a row right now on LinkedIn itself for Alexandra, which is one of my clients. And then that's it. So with that being said, I want to just make it very clear. You can easily do this on your own, and I just showed you step by step how to do it. Make sure you have Sales Navigator, download LinkedIn Helper to your computer, open the software, just connect your account to the software. Once your account is connected, all you got to do is basically build out the campaign, collect the lead list, build out the message, and then start the campaign. It's that simple. You will start getting results within 24 hours. It is that fast. So hope this video helps out, and I hope it gives you some insight on how you can do this on your own. Super simple stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.